Let me know how the sound is, folks, okay? Instead of StreamYard. Hi, Mary Jane Doe. Wow, you hopped in here fast. And I noticed when I look back at my live, you've got the guys in their chaps. Woohoo! Of course, they have jeans on under them. But can you hear me okay? What does it sound like now? Is it glitching? Is it clear like yesterday? I'm going to wait for your... You sound good so far. Okay, so on my other iPad, I'm going to play a song and it'll probably be okay. But usually once I turn my camera on, then it starts glitching. So I just want to try it. I like the lighting a little better on this one. So let me find a song. All right, just a second here. Here we go, Mary Jane Doe. This is called Country Boy, Kuntry Boy, by Anno Domini Beats. And I didn't know they did country. All right, you tell me how the sound is when the song is over. Or no, you can type it in whenever you want. Okay.
Artist out the ranch, I just told you that I'm about it. I might take offense if you tell me that you doubt it. That's just what it is, yeah, I'm known to make it rowdy. Then I'm for the fit, and I drive a wide body. Who you know, I'm like this, nobody. Then go slow, trying to hit that body. I'm the top, for the top, I can't never take a break. Yeah, I'm hot.
There's the retouch. Not a single wrinkle. Yeah, I look like I'm 25. What on earth? Yeah, that's better.
Why they mad at a man like me? I went too crazy. Better take that knee and kiss my ring. Cause I be royalty. Everywhere I go, my scene. And they be hating. That's such a lame thing.
I like this.
I could never ever go outside like that. Yeah, my people got my back. And I know that that's a fact. Oh, I won't worry about the pain. I'm gonna keep on burning track. Do you get what I mean? I got faith in my dream. Oh, it's been a long, hard road. Gotta go home. Yeah. Oh, and I know you know it. And I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. Can't do flexing cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came. Country boy slipping, yeah, I'm country boy slipping. Country boy slipping, yeah, I'm country boy slipping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' with that white tee, design on my cuff, drink something like a movie. Country boy slipping, yeah, I'm country boy slipping. Country boy stupid, yeah, I'm country boy stupid.
Loving it. This one is Wait Too Long by Anno Domini Beats. Another
wait too long? Tell him that you love him, but he's already gone.
Another country.
Did you make two wrongs? Know that daddy never made a right before, darling.
Pepsi
You
tongue.
were never made to be the judge, darling. He never changed his way for me to budge, darling.
All right. Is the sound good? And I wonder, once I start talking, and this is how it. Wait, I have the camera on. How's the sound, Mary Jane Doe? If it's not glitching, I'm going to be in shock. Now, I am not on this one. I've never shown these. There's my stickers. So 3 of my Virginia Beach stickers. Hi to the 14 in the... It does? Oh my God, I can't even believe it. I have that little teeny lamp on, no fans. Give us a 360 spin. Oh, Lord. Since I haven't danced in a while, I will, okay? Just for you. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, I colored it. So, and I've got these little brown things in, pulled up here, pulled up there. This is my bob. Thank God it's growing out. My head's starting to itch a little bit from the color. I did it today. I leave it in 45 minutes. And I did my eyebrows. This is Chocolate Cherry by Ferraria. I'll tell you, if you have eyebrow, as you're getting older and the white comes in or the whatever, and you're all alarmed and you start plucking, my advice is don't do it. You won't have any eyebrow left. Hang on. Ooh, crap. Yeah, in fact, I think what I'll do, hate the mod today. No, Mary Jane Doe is wonderful, and she's my only mod now. What? Yeah, no one's been timed out. She doesn't even time out. All right. We'll play the other one first. Country Boy. Country Boy. Anno Domini Beats. Oh, dude. Yes. YouTube is holding comments because I have certain words I don't want in there. I mean, in my lives. All right. Let's do Country Boy again. That was fun. Wah, 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 wah.
Artist out the range, I just told you damn about it. I might take offense if you tell me that you doubt it. That's just what it is, yeah, I'm known to make it rowdy. And I'm for the fit, and I drive a wide body. Who you know, but like this, nobody. Ain't go slow, I'm the top, but the top. I can't never take a break. And I'm hot, and you not. That's why all my records pain. Oh, it's been a long haul, bro. Gotta go home. Yeah. Oh, and I know you love the way that I'm gon' keep going. Yeah. Can't do flexing, cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping. Country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' boots and white tees. Designer on my cuff. Something like a movie. Country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping. Country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping. Yeah, why they mad at a man like me? I went too crazy. Better take that knee and kiss my ring. Cause I be royalty. Everywhere I go, my scene. And they be hating. That's such a lame thing. Yeah, y'all be lame team. I could never ever go outside like that. Yeah, my people got my back. And I know that that's a fact. Oh, I won't worry about a thing. I'm gonna keep on burning track. Do you get what I mean? I got faith in my dream. Oh, it's been a long haul, bro. Gotta go home. Yeah. Oh, and I know you love the way that I'm gon' keep going. Yeah. Can't do flexing, cause they know I got the sauce. Got the presence on me, I can't ever take it off. That's why I came country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping. Country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' boots and white tees. Designer on my cuff. Something like a movie. Country boy sleeping.
Tired already.
Country boy sleeping. Yeah, I'm country boy sleeping.
Oh, you guys. Holy cow. No, not this. I can't believe how winded I am. Since being in the ER, hear my breathing? I haven't danced in 2.5 weeks and my heart isn't as good anymore. To those that just came in, I'm going to say it, even if people are sick of it. I had a stroke in 2020, a thalamic one out of the blue. Was doing great on meds, everything was fine. And then last year, I had a stress-induced heart attack. I did. And then, 6 on the 2nd, whatever day the 2nd is, 6 days ago, I had an acute with a kidney injury, AKI. And I've had one water like that, and I'm sipping on a Pepsi. But I can't believe how winded I am from one dance. When if you look back at my videos and stuff, that kind of scares me. I did walk 2 days ago around here 4 times. So it's a big apartment complex, and that equals a mile. It's better than nothing. But then nothing yesterday. I've been trying to take it more easy, but I don't know. I didn't think I'd feel like this. I might dance to one more, but no more than 2. That's for gosh darn sure. Could be AFib. No, it's not. I just saw the cardiologist. Was it like a month ago or a month and a half ago? And I had to do rehab, and I rode my bicycle up, and I'm not kidding. 20 minutes of, some machine, and then 20 of the walking treadmill, and 20 minutes of another one. And it was the equivalent, because I added it up, of 9 miles. That's not counting 3 miles up on my back and 3 bike and 3 back. So we're looking at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 miles worth of exercise. And you couldn't pay me money to do that now. I don't think I'm dehydrated because they gave me the drip bag thing, but I got to keep it up. And I'm doing, I have liquid IVs to put in my water and stuff. Now, when I hit this, see, that's lighting on. And when I hit, it's more than I can do, lady. Well, thank you. It's, and I like this. I like country kind of rap. I never heard of it till a few years ago. But yeah, so let's see what this song's like. And then I'm going to plop my ass down. This one's also country. Wait Too Long, also by Anno Domini Beats. Okay, let's see what this one's like. Oops.
Did you wait so long? Tell him that you love him, but he's already gone, darling. Did you make two wrongs? Know that daddy never made a right before, darling. You were never made to be the judge, darling. He never changed his way for me to budge, darling. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. Yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. One day I'll be everything you ever wanted. Until then I'll be out here fighting like a sun. Through the cold dark wind. Did you say goodbye, knowing damn well everybody gon' die someday? Did you waste my time, knowing damn well we can press for a while? One day I'll be everything you ever wanted. Until then I'll be out here fighting like a sun. Through the cold dark winter, it's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. Yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. One day I'll be everything you ever wanted. Until then I'll be out here fighting like a sun. Through the cold dark wind. It's feeling like a cold dark wind. It's feeling like a cold dark wind. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. Yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave. Yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark wind and the sun's still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave.
Woo! The heck is this? Okay. Oh, I don't know.
In the moment, I wake up feeling no pain.
Mary Jane Doe, you gotta be stoned to listen to this one. I'm in this. I was so cold earlier. It's gray out here, 2 hours from Seattle. I can't listen to this. Oh, Lord.
It's still wet, so the ash will transfer. Meet me at the side door. We'll sneak onto the main.
Rose Campbell.
pretends to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you. I would have bet the earth and
Bellingham.
to get to wherever
Everett's an hour and a half from me.
Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want it to end. Whoa. Never the storm wind. Breaking my heart again. Like blood on a bed. Would it matter when everything starts to fade? I felt like it's yesterday. Would it all concern? Would it matter then? I did it all. I poured away on my shoulders like it was fate. Don't tell me it was for nothing. You told me love wasn't true, 'cause it didn't feel real to a cynic like you. But I'm pretty sure we walked into something. Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Never the start
I'm on my knees moving. Might be too much all the time, but
another time around the block, I loved you around the clock. Break of dawn, might as well be midnight, talking on the dot. Everyone around us knows, they say we're soulmates and it shows. So I wanna see where this could go, this could go. Break the news to everyone, the long time wait is finally done. I wasn't playing around for fun. You could be the one. Never the start wind. Breaking my heart again. Like blood on a bed. Would it matter then? When everything starts to fade. Felt like it's yesterday. Would it all concern? Would it matter then? Would it matter
well, okay, whatever mukbang means.
out of the pan and into the fire. I'm the mukbang, no one wants to play. Black man had to sell the empire. Brain hardwired to the deep prime messiah. Bitch, 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 bitch. Yeah, this is where your dopamine hit begins.
That was called Mukbang by the Soundlings. This is rock, but it's calm. All right. I like that song. These are songs I haven't heard yet. No. Okay. Cinder. Smells a little like Nirvana. What's this? This is drama. The sound lanes is called Fearless. Everything's overflowing, so that I won't get it right. My nerves are working overtime. Tell myself to calm down and breathe. Step out of the shadows, into the fire. Don't be afraid to go out on a wire. Live in the moment, forever louder. This is what you make love. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. Yeah. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. I'm tucking it and I put it in try. Ain't no more stopping me, don't even try. Controlling the chaos, controlling the fly. Yeah. So the shots that you don't say. Never be heard if you don't say. Just gotta get out your own way. You can't learn to fly anymore if you don't let go. Step out of the shadows, into the fire. Don't be afraid to go out on the wire. Live in the moment, forever louder. This is what you make for. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. Yeah. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. I like that too. I like this. This is cosplay. Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for. But babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go back and we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the day. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, when it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been so. My heart was shattered when he took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again. Even for one night to see where we went. You made your bed. I just got you to stay out of my head. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. Ends with Okay, I'm going to stop it and literally call that enough songs today. I'm hard on that, and I'm enjoying dancing again. I didn't really think I could. I was completely exhausted after one song. God. I can't believe my heart was... And now I'm just going to leave this on because it's really hot in here. Oh, the kids are out there. Okay. So... Hi, you guys. Phew, I have the window closed, so I can sneeze. So this all here, I'll bring it back as far as I can. Oh my God. I don't like blocking anyone. I don't have to see this, please ban me, says Jason Garcia. Well, it's most definitely a woman of Jason Garcia. Bravo, says Big Al One. Thank you so much. I feel like Duke Nukem. Who is that? Oh, hi, Judge. Jesus Christ died so we could live. That's right. Oh my God. Stop, Graham. Grandpa is getting mad, says Lake Effects Blues. That's funny. Well, I'm not a grandma yet. When my kids have kids, right? Someday. Hi, Barbara Thompson. I saw your message. We'll leave it at that. And I didn't respond because I was sleeping, and I had my son's psychiatry appointment today and stuff. I wore pantyhose a little bit back in the day. I like to wear black. I actually like to wear short jean shorts, not too short, and then black sheer tights with these little black boots and a black vest. No shirt, but a vest. That was fun when I went out. James Jimmy, I want to party with you. Well, thank you. 90s band vibes, awesome music. I agree. Thank you. It's like a cross of Nirvana and Alice in Chains. Yes. Well, thank you for the compliment, James. Not too bad looking. I'll be 60. What will I be? 64 on June 27th. It's outrageous. But you know what? I'm alive after all my things. Tesla, no name, clapping, beautiful Megan, dancing queen, says James. Thank you so much, you guys. Tesla, no name, some nice emojis with fire. 15-second trivia challenge, says Mary Jane Doe. I appreciate that. I've been on YouTube for a while now, but started my channel a few months ago. Silver Lake Shroom says Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know what that means. Is that like someone in a movie? 2026 Madonna. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Just stay safe and keep your information private. People are always watching. Yeah, but I've said my town before, But you're right. You're right. I'm so happy about that. It is definitely nice to meet good people on these YouTube streets, as they say. Yeah, we don't do blocking over here. I mean, if it's really bad and racist or something, then we have to delete the messages. But timeouts, Mary Jane rarely does that, at all. And I had a lot of mods, and I just I just want to have one head mod. And then I don't have to question things and they don't have to feel like, children helping me. And this is a laid back, nice chat. I hope you all come back. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, Lord. Yes, I've been over on Rebels many times, and in the past, more like a year before my sister got sick and my mom got sick, and then they passed away. Well, thank you, Silver Lake Shrooms. Yeah, I'll be 64 in what's today? Less than 20 days now. 19 more days. Oh, thank you. Thanks for subscribing, 15-second trivia challenge. Because the thing is, take a break, dear. Yeah, I knew that would be like the last one. Yeah, I mean, for today, I don't want to overdo it. And I'm going to have to drink a whole bunch of water. Now, what I have on, so people don't think, for my age, I'm just trying to cover up all my wrinkles and stuff. See, watch. See, that's wrinkly. But, lighting on, lighting off. I don't know. Do I like the light on? And then this one, oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, I thought it was going to go green screen. And then this is the retouch on. Look at my face. I mean, my face is like it looked, when I was in my 20s. But that's not my age, so I'm going to take the retouch off. So see it now? And see it there. Because we lose bone around our eyes. That's what a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills said. His last name is Lankin or something. And we lose bone in here. And this is why the jowls go down. It's not just about, if I was rich, I don't think I'd do a facelift, but I would definitely do some Botox in here, right? So I would stay looking maybe like that, but I'm not rich. As far as a facelift and stuff, no way. Do I need to say excuse me? Hello, rapper. I'm kidding. Pretty much the same. I know, it is kind of the same. And I could completely whiten my teeth. My daughter bought those Crest strips, or not strips. It's where you put the thing in your mouth. She did it 4 days in a row, and I kid you not. I mean, it's hard to, saliva comes out the side, and I haven't done it yet. It's like $50, but it works, you guys. It works. Her teeth are so white. And I have nice teeth, but they're not white. I wish they were. Maybe I'll work on that one of these days. So yeah, so those are songs by the Soundlings, and one of those rock and roll ones was, well, now I can't remember. But we're going to go down memory lane a little bit for those that want to hang out. Hi, Freeside. And yeah. I'm going to fix my rug. And it's very warm in here. I'll put it on number 2. I thought this would be fun for people. Whew, holy cow. Who don't know me at all, right? And you can see a little bit of my family. And I pulled out quite a few photo albums. And I'm not sure of which pictures I want to show. So I will take a gander at them first. Oh my God. Okay, so all, Mary Jane? I'm not glitching at all. I can't even believe it. Go keep the lighting off. I don't like that white. Hi, the real gypsy soul. I wasn't planning on shaking around at all, but somebody wanted me to stand up, and then I liked the song. And I mean, how do you expect to like get people to stay if you can't do something simple like that? You know, especially. Really, isn't that weird? Remember all that glitching and whatnot? Hi to the 25 in the. Well, I don't know. I just thought of this. Maybe you're. Well, I hope you're not swimming where there's alligators, but I don't think I could even get on one of those. What are they called? Wind boats or whatever. I mean, maybe. Thanks so much. That's so sweet. Maybe, maybe I could because they go fast, but like little rafts and canoes that close to the water, no way. Hey, there's ADHD. Sorry I'm late. Just got off the toilet. You're so funny. So good to see you. It's been a minute or whatever. So these are some of my photo albums. Look at these little things. And this is, you know, how some people buy, you know, I don't know, just stuff in stores and fake fingernails and things for their friends and fancy clothes and cars and purses and whatever. Well, what I spent my husband's money on, I mean, not all the time, but plenty, as you'll see here, because my family was you know, far away in the Midwest, in Iowa and things like that. Is photos. Hello, Stephen. I didn't see your name in here, but really? Thanks so much. Well, you know, I colored my eyebrows because I didn't have much left. And I don't like to wear too much makeup below anymore. It just gives me a hard look. And I've always worn lipstick and just a little blush. And I don't do foundation, and I don't. And concealer. In fact, I've never used those, ever. Not one time. And honestly, I think that's why my skin is pretty good. Plus, I have good genetics. But I colored my hair, the chocolate cherry I like, and I like it. And I've gotten a little color on top. I mean, not, you know, not a ton, but, you know, a little. And it was 80 something the day I ended up in the ER. Damn dehydrated. So, I'll just show. This is me. I look like I got a big butt. I have these sort of baggyish jeans on. I'm trying to golf. And where are we? I won't show my ex or his, you know, family. This is, oh good, I can take him out. I don't have to hold the dang. So I'm in Washington State and I moved here. Oh, hold it up. Okay. So this is actually Chuckanut Drive, and then you've got, now I can't remember what these cliffs are called, but they're about a 10-minute drive from me, and I'm not kidding. So that's kind of pretty. So that's actually the ocean. All right, that's Puget Sound, and there's some kind of, is that one of the islands out there? I haven't been to the what are those islands called? There's names of islands. This one's nice. My ex took this one. Apparently we were hiking. Wow. Yeah. So this is back in the 90s. Okay, 30 years ago. Yeah. Okay, so trees and hills and mountainous areas and the same kind of deal. Whoops. Yeah, and that's where people go, right? And they jump off the cliffs and things like that. And in fact, my very first date with Dennis was there when he came into town. And that was really nice and fun. Oh, Lord. I'm just going to go ahead and show him here because I like this picture of me. This is my younger days. There's Parker's dad in the 90s. Yeah, jumping and stuff. Look how young I look. Oh my God. Anyway, happier times. We were together 8 years. And of course, he took one of me. I have tremors. Damn it. Oh my God. They're so bad, you guys. And I don't drink much coffee. Here's another one. Oh, this is Birch Bay. Birch Bay is about half an hour from here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. When my ex, Joe, was younger, spitting image. So, and I haven't seen these in 30 some years. And yeah, they're a little foggy or whatever they are. This is Birch Bay. So behind the other direction of the beach, this is about maybe 40 minutes or 35 minutes from us. And it's really, really pretty. And some people go clam digging and all this kind of thing. And in fact, when we had the flooding, not this last time, but the time before, where cars were, and this and that. And I was just in my apartment not watching the news. And this town was literally on NBC or CBS or something. My mom was alive then, and she said, Megan, the flooding is that bad? So, I waited for it to recede a little bit, and I went down. I just couldn't even believe it. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about that is Birch Bay. The water, right, the tide went out, and then the water came in, and it was just, some of the houses didn't stay along the area there. It's kind of fun to look at this stuff. This is so silly. Do I want to show this one? See, I wore short shorts back in the day. It's so fuzzy. Look at that. That's literally, I know where that is. That's where a lot of the AA picnics and stuff are. I'm going to see if it's much better out of this plastic. No, it's not. Oh my God. So it's a good thing you guys have really good resilience or whatever. Or resilience. I mean, really good, whatchamacallit. My booty wasn't too bad back then. At least I had a booty. They had really nice, now I can't remember the name of the park, but nice AA with swimming and things, and everybody would bring, something to the potluck. And I'm not really like in AA anymore, This must be Lake Padden because look at all the ducks. Resolution. Look at all those ducks. So that's his dad, and I guess we're throwing him bread or something. So, I mean, that's just to give you an idea of how many ducks. Yeah. Yeah, it's truly amazing how much Parker's got the same face and everything as his dad. Now, this is 30 years ago. It's whatever. This is kind of fun for me, you guys, because my sister passed in January, my mom last year, my dad in 2021. But I cannot believe how bad the resolution is. Now, this is out at my ex's, or Parker's dad's mother's house, and I had to be more proper out there. I guess I did wear tights. That's a big, long sweater dress, right? This is the 90s. Okay, why I had white stockings on? Beyond me. Have no clue. I'm going to stick them back in because I don't want to have to do like all of this later on. You know what I mean? Okay, so there was a little memory lane there. And where are we flying there? I think I might be flying to the Tri-Cities in this one, but I'm not really sure. Okay, this will show you a little bit of Bellingham. I wish the resolution was better, you guys. It just kind of sucks. I mean, I practically feel like just keeping it inside the paper, but it could be dirty. This is actually from an apartment complex that we used to live at, overlooking, some houses, and Bellingham town is more in the distance. So, yeah. Gosh, this is like so long ago. It's too bad. And here I thought these pictures were good. Okay, I just was like, I was happy with them because, well, we didn't even know any better. I mean, I didn't know any better. Okay, not going to show any. This is a good one of my ex. These were happier times. He's sitting at the computer doing his AutoCAD design. He was an AutoCAD design engineer. He's smiling and trying to be funny there. And that's... Oh my gosh. Now I feel kind of bad. Okay, so this is one of my favorite pictures. And I love showing it because I really kind of liked the dress. This is Lake Padden. And it's got a trail that goes around it. You can walk or ride your bikes, and it's really nice. Hopefully this resolution is a little better. That's Lake Padden. See, that's part of the trail. Yeah. And then, I mean, I don't want to bore you guys, you know what I mean? But there's a couple of ducks in Lake Padden. It's like a humongous pond, but it's a lake, you know what I mean? Now oh, here it is. Joe took this picture of me and I really like it. I've always liked it. I think I have sneakers on and bob socks, and of course my hair's red. That's my natural color. Well, no, not that one. I've been dyeing it since I was 29, but if Parker's born, is he born yet? Let me see. Oh my gosh, I haven't had Parker yet because this is 93. October of 93. Aw, gee, okay. And here I am like, wait, what are you doing? Taking a picture. It's kind of sometimes nice to see people when they're younger, you know? How is everyone in chat today? What is it today? Monday, right? And hello to the 14 people in the winning somewhere. You lucky pucks. Wow. I'm not going to start crying. Joe and I were married twice, once in the 80s for people that don't know, and once Okay, this is really pretty. This is a picture of Lake Padden, looking over at some of the mountains. And this is, well, it's fuzzy. And you guys, the thing is, this, all you do is go up a hill and go up about, I don't know, maybe 10 more hills, down one hill, and I'm there. I am. So it's not like it's, you know what I mean, out. Like everything's really quite close, and I'm really blessed with that. This is my grandma and grandpa. This is my dad's mom and dad. There's Elaine, probably in her 70s there. She was so pretty when she was 16 and she married grandpa. She had the brightest green eyes and this auburn hair. They're Norwegian, Team Rose. They're Norwegian, and she's full Norwegian. Her maiden name was Olsen, and he has a little German in him, Robert. Oh. That's kind of sad. I just wanted to grab, a little tiny photo album. What on earth? I have some kind of flower lapel thing on my... Maybe I'm getting ready to go to church or something. I look back at the way I dressed. And I don't know. Is that a purple bag? I hope not. I hope it's brown and I'm colorblind. Oh dear. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what this one is. There's another one. It's cloth material. And I kind of want to do this because I'm going to be 64. ADHD, I'm going to be 64 on June 27. And I don't, hopefully I'll at least come live. But it's not going to be some birthday. It's my birthday. That's just, I don't know. I haven't done that yet, I don't think. Okay, there's cute little Parker at the bottom. Oh, here's some pictures of my mom. So, if Parker was 3, I was 36, and she was 21 years older than me, so 46, 56. My mom was 57 here, and she lived a good 57, 67, 70, 87, 25 more years. Here's my mom. She wasn't even 60. Here's cute little Parker. Parker. Now, after he was born, she visited, and then she obviously got on the plane and came again. Here's my mom. Her hair is blondish white, pulled back in a ponytail. Same thing. Look how happy she was. So, I hope I don't get emotional. I'm just going to hold it up. That's me on my, one of the days of my honeymoon. We were in Grays Harbor at Ocean Shores. And I like to wear stripes and bandanas and things. And of course, here's Parker and my mom down there playing at a park. Enjoy your children while they're young. I mean, he was so happy. Look at. Always smiling. Always smiling. When I said I did a lot of things with my kids and did a lot of things, well, here's one thing. Some kind of something at a park, where the kids would run around and do things. I made sure I never just sat in the house. I didn't want to, and I wanted to do things with my kids. And you know what else, you guys, that made me wanna I need that fan on number 2, so I hope it's okay. Do this is I was watching Team Rose's live, and she's outside filming her statues and her pretty grass and her flowers. And I was like, gosh, I remember the day, I had my backyard, and it's big with different flowers. And I think there's some pictures coming up right here. And then I was like, screw it. I'm just going to grab a bunch of photo albums and try to, you know, this is actually part of it. And apparently I had forgotten. Now, you can't see much of it here, but that's the beginning of the corner of the huge backyard. And we had some nice rocks. So, like, my ex and I were buying a nice white Rambler house, and we wanted to. I'm sure you guys have things like this. This is Bellis Fair Mall, and it's different now. They have pineapple slices for kids to crawl on, a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and a little slide, and other things. And I would go out there quite a bit, maybe a couple times a week, and let Parker run around. Yeah, here's a juice box, and he thinks he's the man standing on top, doesn't he? I let my kids do things. I mean, I was right there when they were really small. You missed the malls back in the day? Yeah, I mean, unless I have at least $50, I don't want to go into a mall. I don't want to smell the food. I don't want to not be able to even buy, like, I don't know how much they are now, but I liked the orange Julius's, those creamy frothy drinks. I don't even know what's in them. I really don't. But they kind of tasted like a creamsicle. But now, they have more food out there. And I mean, who wants to go to a mall when they walk by the Cinnabon and they can't even get a cinnamon roll? I mean, that's how I feel anyway. At least these pictures are a little more clear. That's me, obviously. Okay, this is interesting. The one down here, this is Blaine. And Blaine, Washington is roughly 20-25 minutes from here, and it's the border of Canada. And way down on the bottom, see, there's the arch thing. Wait, is that what it is? I want to make sure. Is that what it is? I think it is because, yep, because that's where my friend Teresa. All right, I bring up my friend Teresa a lot, and I'm just going to show her a picture. This is my very, very best friend who actually dated Joe before I arrived back here. He said he wanted me back in his life. I wanted to be back in his. I didn't want some, you know what I mean? I was afraid that she might be, what is that movie? The whatever attraction thing. But I was born a natural redhead, and she turned out to be a really decent woman, and we're friends. I mean, we're best buddies. Whenever we write, we put BFF, and every year we kind of go to Dairy Queen, and she meets up there, and so we stay in touch really well. And she's the one before her legs got bad, where she would come over for dinner, game night. Back, I'd say it was good 10 years ago. And that's her with her daughter. And her daughter was born with cerebral palsy. And, yeah. And it looks like there I am. It looks like we're at her sister's wedding. Gosh, I literally remember that day. Here's a really good picture. She's always been a, what is it, BBW? Is that what it stands for? Kind of girl. There's Jan, her sister. The one on top there, boy, she lost a ton of weight, almost too much. There's Terry, and there's her husband, and there's Parker. They adored Parker. She was with her then husband for 20 years. 20 years, but they ended up getting divorced. It just seems like everyone gets married and then divorced. Do you know what I mean? Okay, here's a park we went to. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's some of these. I like this picture of Parker and I. Hopefully you're not too bored. You can just leave if you don't want to see these. See, he was a happy baby. And then he dabbled in the damn bongs, and he thought it was cool, right? To do the bong, and then who could hold it in the longest. I mean, this is what I heard, because he sure didn't do them around here, but I found out he was doing that and other stuff at his father's. Yeah, I did. Well, wait, was she running when Biden was? Or, I don't know, I can't remember, but I'm definitely a Democrat. Yeah, I am. And so we got some nice parks. This is actually in Linden. Big tires and all this wooden stuff, and there's swings for them to crawl on. I lived there for a year, and we almost bought a house. And our view was Mount Baker. Like, I'm not kidding. The whole damn mountain of Mount Baker, not just the top or anything. But then, like, I didn't see them, but I saw mouse turds or whatever in the daytime. And I'm like, I can't live here. And he was really disappointed, but I was like, I can't. They're coming out during the day? They're that bad? No. So it was a house that needed a lot of work on it. I mean, we're talking 70s wallpaper and other things, but it was close to not the woods, but the. Okay, so this was a really nice park. So I did a live, you guys, on the, it looked like a bomb, but it wasn't. It was a pipe crack and explosion in Bellingham. And if you look it up, it was 20 some years ago. And two boys were actually playing with matches down by the creek, Whatcom Creek, which is for real, one block, one damn block from me. And the trees but when it happened, I was living in Linden, 20 minutes away, and I saw the biggest ass plume of smoke. It looked like a Hiroshima thing, for real. And we're listening on the radio or TV, and my ex was just getting home from work, but little did I know I'd be living, fairly close to that creek. And the trees to this day are like barren and kind of just gray standing there. But those two boys, both of them had like 90% burns because the oil and the gas went out of these pipes and was floating down the river, and it moved pretty quick, and the fire did too. And I did, I think the name of my video, it shows a big plume of smoke with some houses. Some people were standing on the roofs. Phones were jammed. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew it was that. They didn't know. There's a documentary on it, and I played that documentary, and nobody knew for a while what on earth is happening. People could smell gas and oil, right? Hi, Remy. Hello. Yeah, he was a cute little blonde-haired baby. He was so so happy. He's like playing with his little friend. You have to remember this is 30 years ago. Very sweet, angelic. There's Terry all happy, Teresa. Um, she actually got to be Dora the Explorer with her hair completely straight around and her darkish skin and some kind of something or other. But they played a lot. This is actually in Linden. This is our, the top one. This is an apartment building before we were getting our house. There's Parker sitting on a little chair. You know, this is way before 8 years. Well, he's 3 there. So 5 years later, Shaylin would be born when he was 8. But there was a big yard in front. Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, it was pretty nice. But then guess what happened? We had coming out of our bathtub cabbage out of our bathtub. And what happened was the people were making, I don't know what, above us. And it is a Dutchtown, Linden, Washington, Lynden. If you ever Google it, you'll see a little windmill there. Yeah, it was coming up through the drain. We were like, holy shit. Well, it turned out I'm scratching my head a little because I left the color in 45 minutes and now I'm having the damn reaction that I always do. So, no, we can't have people under 18 on here. I don't know why you're saying you're 13. I hope you're not, you know, because I am monetized. But anyway, yeah. So of course we called the plumber and blah blah blah, and then the people of the apartment complex, and somebody had put all this cabbage down the the whatever that's called in the kitchen. I can't even think of it. The word. Yeah. And so to this day, I mean, I'm afraid to almost put a carrot peel. Garbage disposal. Thank you so much, Remy. So yeah, that was intense, and that took a while to clean. Yeah, I like this picture too. Me holding Parker. Because he was 3 when we lived in Linden. And so in some of my stories back in the day, you know, aw. Well, I really like this one down on the bottom. But, of course, it's all fuzzy. When did he get that pretty white hair from? Oh, where did he? I don't know. Probably on his mom's side of the family. I don't know if Joe is like a towhead or something when he was younger. I mean, I should know. He's the reason. He's from Bellevue, Washington, which is near Seattle, I guess. I've only been through there like once ever. And so all his family, right, was there, and he was born in Aberdeen, Washington, which, by the way, and I wrote on Lionel's little thing when he was playing that Nirvana song, he met them. He went to high school around that time with them and everything. And he's met Kurt Cobain and the lead guitarist, Chris someone, before they became all popular, right? Because Kurt Cobain grew up in Aberdeen, Washington, which is in Grays Harbor. So yeah, I'm able to, share a little bit of Look at Parker with this long walking stick. Now, this is up in Sudden Valley, which from where I'm at is literally, I mean, I'm not just saying this, 15 minutes away, and then up and around and up and around and up and around to as high as you can go to the house that Parker's dad built. And there he is walking with his big long walking stick, Parker. That's what his grandma did. You know, and there's some deer. Of course, there's deer out there, right? I don't want to show other family members. Yeah, that probably won't work. Wait. Oh, I know. I can cover her face up like this. But the deer would just come out and see, that was in the back area of my ex's mother's house, and it was peach colored and it was beautiful. And my ex, I mean, he put the electric in, I helped him with those railroad ties, you know, and I did some wheelbarrowing, yard work, you know. The wheelbarrows are freaking ass heavy. But I did some hard work because, you know, I was married to Joe and we're trying to help his mother, but that was bizarre. It's like the last time I had gloves on and was like doing hard labor, if you want to call it that. Felt like it to me. You know, and putting rocks down, and we had to go to the store and get all these different things. And then she had tiles put in her kitchen, and that was the first time I saw like flooring with grout, or is that what it's called? Grout, or whatever that's called. Um, yeah, this was a fun place. This is Hovander Park. I don't want to show like. Okay, well, it says Hovander Homestead here, and this is where every year, I can't remember what month, but the Celtic dancers and the bagpipe players come. And for people that have seen some of my videos, I have the wind at your back, whatever thing, that big mural thing that I put up in March. And this is where it came from. But my ex-husband's sister is in a lot of those pictures. Now, of course, they've got like, oh my gosh, I took a picture of every room in this sort of special house. Sort of like a Victorian kind of something house. And yeah, I forgot how incredibly blonde Parker was. Little blonde thing. Yeah, I need to be careful of what I show. There he is with his walking stick. So I must have been the one that was walking with him. What on earth? Does he have socks up over his knees? What? Oh, no, he doesn't. They're below the knee, but he has these knee socks on. Were you always a redhead? My dad is a redhead. Yeah, I've shown the photo albums before, but I was born with red hair, and I'm petting a cat. And I mean, I'm a baby. I mean, I'm petting a cat, so I'm like, I'm one. And I'm next to my mom and her mom. My mom, her mom, and then great grandma. And she passed away, and they're all Norwegian too. The last name's Strand. And this is what I mean about Team Rose. Our heritages are the same, our age is the same, going to college on the East Coast is the same. Dating or whatever, or I didn't marry Shaylin's dad, but he was 15 years or 16 years younger than me. I was 41, he was 25. Same thing. Rose did the same thing. I mean, it's intense. And there's pictures of her with red hair. You know, I don't know if she's naturally auburnish or a natural blonde. Now I can't remember. And I mean, there's more than that. Like, well, we both like to dance, but she can really, really dance. And she's been in theater and a real movie. And I think about all these kinds of things that we have in common. And I wrote them down. And thank you so much, Remy. I wrote them down. There's like 30. I mean, 30. Oh, I just about died when she told me this. Teen Rose went to college for 1 semester. So did I. 1 semester. Now I quit because I was being sexually harassed. It was getting scary, right? And back then you didn't run to the courts and run to the police. It was sexual harassment in the 80s was just sort of becoming a thing. Now, right? You tap someone on the shoulder, you can get a domestic violence thing. I mean, practically, if you're in a fight, because that happened. This guy had to take classes because he took his checkbook and went like this, just kind of, he didn't swat her, didn't smack her hard, but she called the police and he had to take domestic violence classes. They don't mess around in this state. This state of Washington, they automatically put restraining orders in place because they know the woman is going to be like, I don't want to press charges, and I still want him in the home, and you know what I mean? They overlook things. And so the women have a chance to heal and learn and, go to new beginnings classes and learn about domestic violence and do the right thing. They automatically do that. And I went through stuff like that, but not so much with Parker's ex. It was, dad. It was Shaylin's dad. And the first time they let him come home because I had to go to court, stand up at this podium, and I'm not afraid of him, and this happened. And they let him come back in a month to the home. The second time it happened, I was kind of surprised. It was Judge Smalls or something. And I thought he would just be like, okay, it was the same judge. I don't know if he's a judge anymore in this town. And he said, no, 4 months. And I was like, oh my God. And in all honesty, we snuck around to see each other. He was staying with some friends, and I wasn't supposed to be there, but I pushed little Shaylin in the stroller, and we'd go over for about 15 minutes and then head back home walking. So, yeah. Now, would I do that kind of thing today? No. But I was more of kind of a risk taker because I could have been in contempt or something of the court thing, right? Ugh. Are you guys bored? Look at this big honkin' one. I hope nobody's bored. Are you guys okay? Okay, now we've got all these different animals at one of those petting animal farms where you're in a little train. We took Parker to all those kinds of things. I'll just tip it over. It looks like he's in the caboose. So we would take time to do things with our kids. Look at him in this picture. Look at that. He really was a cute and beautiful baby. He was actually, and I'm kind of tooting my own horn, but he was in a Halloween outfit. It was a pumpkin. And he was in the Bellingham Northwest, I don't know, something newspaper. And I still have it. Saved. Oh, wow. Just found out our town has a safari place. Gonna see if my daughter can get a job there. So cool. You think she'd like to come back with him? Oh, Lord. What? Look how short my hair is here. Of course, I'm taking the guts out of a pumpkin. And it's dyed kind of a brownish. Of course, I have overalls on. Now, that's a pixie. Shoot, I got a lot more hair here than there. That's a pixie. More pumpkin stuff. Oh, this is the one. This is the one where he was in the magazine. And in fact, I believe it's the one on top right here, where he's got his hand up kind of saying hi. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was really kind of cool. You know, and of course I got to save all that kind of stuff. And then the three of us were at Boulevard Park, and this person was going around with a camera. It was the same kind of magazine, and they actually asked about they asked what we were going to do for the summer, like what our plan was, and they actually put in the magazine. They took our picture, and they put all three of us in that Northwest magazine. So you know, that was fun. Okay, these are pictures of his family that I don't want to show. And, you know, more of like babyish pictures. Okay, so this should be fun. So obviously I live in Linden now. And this is one of the ladies was at the church and was walking around. They're very religious. Well, I don't know how else to word it. In Linden, in this Dutch town, you can't even mow your lawn on Sunday, and things like that. There isn't a bar in that town, or maybe there could be now, I guess, but not back then. And so there she is, seeing her Dutch clothes. And Parker, I don't know, he looks a little upset there. And see, that's some kind of gift bag, I don't know what. We almost bought this house. I can't believe it. I still have pictures of that. We almost bought this brown house on the outskirts of Linden. And I don't even know why we didn't. I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's like he started dabbling in pot and bongs and drinking at, you know, I found this out last year that almost every weekend he was allowed to have some booze or beer or whatever at his father's, and we were separated. I mean, I didn't just readily give him anything like that, you know, and yeah. But he kept his mouth shut for the longest time, and that'll mess with your brain. Thanks, Killing Time. Thank you so much. This is actually part of Linden, and it was so strange because the fire was pretty darn bad. It was the pizza place at the end of this whole little mall thing on Front Street, and it's the top of it was on fire. You know, it had to do with the oven or something. That's from far away. Okay, so we lived in Linden then, you know, and then the firemen came, and of course the people that worked there, you know, couldn't be there anymore. I don't know what the population for Linden is anymore or anything, but why does it say laundry under it? I thought I see the words laundry, but I think right next door. Wait, where's the word? See laundry? DRY there. But you know, I had to take pictures, right? And too many of that, in fact. Okay, this is another one of my absolute favorite pictures of me and Parker. It's a baby. Oh, Lord. You know, and he did this himself. I mean, he did little silly things. He put the basket on his head and got on choo choo thing. He was really happy. And then he just, in his teens, he started getting like depressed. He had friends, girls liked him and stuff. And then in his late teens, he was skateboarding and had friends. And do you know what I mean? And then the depression brought on anxiety and low self-esteem. And then when he was like 20, 21, I don't know, you guys, like psychotic things, distrusting everybody and everything. And then he was diagnosed though when he was younger with OCD, but we got that germophobic. I mean, he cleaned his hands till they were raw and bleeding. And I brought him to the doctor and he said cortisone at night and then put these like surgical gloves over, and they cleared up. He doesn't have that anymore. That part. Now it's like intrusive thoughts and that kind of deal. Yeah, I mean, it's really sad. So, you know, like, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but, and not all the time, right? But mostly when he was really going through it, when he was 20 and 21, because now he's been diagnosed with schizoid affective disorder. Actually told that. Yep. And I knew it. I knew it 4 years ago. I remember I read about it and I was pacing the parking lot and talking to his father about it. And I could tell he was listening but not really even believing. Yeah. And yeah, you know, and when you get so nervous, you don't want to leave the house and anxiety. I mean, he's on meds, right? And he's doing okay, but the birth was good. The pregnancy was really good. His life was good. We didn't believe in spanking, so he wasn't hit or slapped in the mouth. You know, if he, you know, I mean, you know, he wasn't, and we didn't believe in it. And Joe didn't do it either. And so he was happy and he was giving. Um, and yeah. Look how cute he is here. He's blowing bubbles in his PJs. I mean, look at that. That was in Sudden Valley. And this is a really good picture because it's bigger. I think he just had a popsicle or something. I don't want to like accidentally. What I'll do is I'm showing Parker and stuff today. It looks like, right? And me, and I'll show Shaylin another time. That's some kind of banjo thing he got. He thought he was all. Yeah, I think he does too. Yeah, I think he looks a lot like me. But you guys, he is the spitting image of his dad when his dad was small. I mean, it's truly amazing. And then he had kind of this curly hair. When he was a teen, he looked identical to his dad. A little while ago, but he looks a lot. Yeah. When you see those pictures, I hope Joe isn't upset with me. Good God, I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal just to show like an older picture. But who knows? And then we did, right? There were Christmas lights in Linden. They're really dark pictures, so I won't show them. Oh my gosh, some of these people. Like, I'm kind of remembering now in my mind different families and people we knew. Okay, this is fun. Here's another thing. I mean, it's a Christmas one, but whatever. A fun train. This is like when you're on your way to Canada, and I believe this is nearish Blaine, but it's in a mall area, and you get to meet Santa and sit on this train, and that was a lot of fun. He's so happy. Okay, I'm gonna show this picture. I always thought Joe looked like who is that actor now? He really is against war and this and that. What is his name? Well, you'll see his picture and you might think Sean Penn. When he was younger, Joe looked so much like Sean Penn. Damn it. And Joe had bright blue eyes and this very unique nose because he's got some Polish in him. So, yeah. Polish and Canadian French heritage. Yeah, did you see it? I mean, and that's him, right? In his 30s. When he was in his 20s and he was in the Air Force, oh my God. Joe is gorgeous. He wasn't massively tall, like 6'2" or 6'1". I think he's a little bit below 6 feet. Oh my gosh, this is a picture of the house. Now, I forgot about this. The one that had the mice droppings during the damn day, and they were in the oven. I said, Joe, you tried to, we'll get a fumigator. I mean, what is it called? Exterminator. Well, you know, and I said, I can't live here, you know, and Parker was 3. But we thought we were going to stay there. And so it was right like 2 days or something before Christmas. I'm not kidding. So I decorated the tree, the little mantle place, got, it looks like flowers. This was actually the little fireplace in that living room. I mean, we had our stuff set up like we were living there, pots and pans and everything. All he had to do is put, is it called a retainer? 500 down on it to prove that we wanted to buy it. The guy was so mad. Joe told me he never paid him back. And $500 in the early 90s, it's kind of a lot, you know? Yeah, so that was a bummer. Oh my God, this makes me so sad. This is the cat. Now, this is weird, you guys. I was just thinking about cats the other night. I don't know if I had a dream or what. There was a cat that would come up to our window door thing, right, on our deck in Linden. We were on the bottom floor. And here it is. And I was giving it some water and letting it sleep in the little, what are they called? Whatever these chairs are called. And the guy said, you can't feed that cat. The person that ran the apartment complex. And I said, well, what am I supposed to do? It keeps coming back. And he said, I want you to close your blinds. So I did. And here's the cat. Now, this is before we had cats and stuff. And there's Parker. Wicker chair. There's the word. See the cat's little face sticking in the hole looking at Parker? There he is. He was a homeless kitty. It's just so upsetting. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you have cats in your yard and you have the money, get them in something and get them fixed, because not only for population reasons, but if a cat has more than 4 sets of kittens or something, they can get uterine disease, infections and stuff, and die. And I know this because the gray kitty that was skin and bones, Smokey, 15 years ago that showed up on the third floor at our door. I said this story once. His eyes were rolling in the back of his head, and he wasn't even sick the day before, and I just happened to come in my room, and I freaked out, and I called and got him to the vet, and she had a urinary tract infection, and he said it looks like she's had lots of kittens. So, I mean, if you want to save a cat, don't just let them live in your backyard and keep having babies and babies and babies. And then, and they need water. People think they can just always find a river or something for water. No. Animals die. So, see, alright, that's kind of boring. It's just, that was the mold. And it's just this big spoon, but I don't want to. So, yeah, I don't ever want to get rid of these. Here's some little apple slices, right? Kids playing on the apple slices in a big spoon at the mall. This is actually probably more fun for me. Really than anyone. It was Stony Ridge Farm where he was on that little train in the caboose, and there's his dad on the bottom. Stony Ridge Farm. And there were animals and all that, which today I'd probably wouldn't even let him pet the animals, but back then he did, or we did. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh my God, I'm going to show some of these. This is when Joe and I married again. Oh my God, I can't believe oops, I just knocked my thing off. So here we are, getting married the second time in Washington. And this is when I moved. I moved here in 91, and we were getting married in 90. Wait, we got married in 95. So 4 years later. And then Parker was born like in 95. Why can't I open this? Alright, I don't know if I do want to open it. Is it way up there? Oh, okay. I'm just going to pull it out. Go into the chapel and so we had to sign something, right? And there I am. I don't know if that's after the wedding or before, but there I am. A very simple white dress. That was the second time Joe and I got married. Go into the chapel and Alright, there's some pictures. Here's more of these are cousins. I don't want to show like his family. He would like be freaked out. Joe's never dated since me. I'm not even kidding. And he's never gotten remarried. And this is us just after getting married. Leaving the church here in Bellingham. And there we are. Happier days. Oops. Why do I keep opening it and closing it? Here we are in the Sudden Valley house for our little reception thing. Because my family was in Iowa. Thanks so much. A little bit of flowers and a small cake, right? Everything's very simple. And there's Joe and I. That's not a bald spot. That's just light or something coming down. And so we're having, I think, a little champagne and crossing our Oh, I should show this to Shaylin because we were watching the Matched Married Meet, you know, and then they're like eating cake. And do they, whoops, do they shove it in your face, right? Or be gentle and keep your face clean? Well, of course, I initiated it. Why is that one way down there? Because I'm doing it wrong. I initiated the shoving it in his face, but it was our second marriage too. The first one was out in this really beautiful house near a lake in Burlington, Vermont. And yeah, so here we go. I was like shoving it in his face, and and we're laughing. He's got cake on his face. This almost makes me like think I should call him, but there, he was teaching me or letting me drive. I mean, this is actually our honeymoon at Ocean Shores. If you guys look up Ocean Shores in Washington, it's a beautiful place. His family paid for our thing. But you know, my mom was in Iowa, my dad was in Iowa, and we were married once before. Okay, I really like these pictures. I'm going to show this photo album and then we'll look at more another day. There he is outside. See the ocean in the background? And he took pictures, and I've always liked that one of me. It was windy down there. And then they had horses, right, that you could ride along the beach, and I really wanted to, really bad, but Joe didn't want to, so we didn't. I've never been on a horse like along the beach. It'd be really cool, wouldn't it? In the water or something. See? Other people did it. You have to stand by them anyway. Hello, PCP. Turtle Talk, how have you been? Hi, hun. Oh, I hope you've been good. No, I know. I should have said PCT and not read what you wrote. I knew it was a typo. Really good to see you. Yeah, I'm still ticking away. I'm trying to get to 5,000 now. Like, I'm just so excited. And the sound, I guess, is good. I do have the fan on number 2 in the background. Okay, I'm making kind of a weird face here, but see, it's Ocean Shores. So it's the ocean. This was a good 30 years ago. I don't know why I'm making that face. Don't ask me. I'm just sort of going down memory lane here. In my younger flawless days. What am I doing? Posing? Oh, we had our French fries and we were feeding the seagulls French fries. See? There they were. Second time I've ever done that. The first time I was 10 and we were somewhere in California. Might have been Balboa. Possibly not. That's when okay, these two pictures here, I really like them. I think it's the way the sun's coming down. This is actually honeymoon pictures. Hi, Andrew Coolish. I don't know, I like them. I think I like the coloring. You know, and the seagulls for people that like birds. See how pretty the ocean is? But it was very windy that day. We didn't go in the water at all. Not swimming, not boating. It was a little stormy, in fact, on our honeymoon. And then, you know, I don't know if they have these birds in California. They're called kiwi birds, and they're all these little teeny birds that, you know, jump around on the beach. And I don't know. I'm give you an idea of how, okay, people were going around on, I took pictures of people on little mopeds right at the beach and some little wagon thing. Um, very spacious in Ocean Shores. And this is where we stayed. And it's definitely kind of grainy or whatever. That's where we stayed. It had a little golf course on the side. It was really nice. And you know, this is 30 years ago, so I don't know what on earth. He looks big there. He wasn't. It's puffing out from the wind. But anyway, not that that matters. And then it was very grassy, right, in different parts of Ocean Shores. Actually, that's on the highway, so yeah, traveling, that kind of deal. So good to see you, Turtle Talk. She was so sweet. The very first day, I believe, I got monetized. She bought me so many memberships, free membership, or she gifted, I mean. I'm just going to say it because you typed it in the thing. $92 or something worth. So was it 100? Or no. 50 or something memberships. Gift memberships. And I was like, oh my gosh. And because of you, I made my threshold that month. And because of you, it made me excited to be monetized. And AK-47 came in, and then he gifted 5. I don't know if he got paid or what, and was talking a little in chat, did 5 more, and then 10, and then 15, and 5 more. And it was amazing. It's also Ocean Shores, and that's where we stayed, in that building behind there. He's hanging out on the grass, and of course I had to take a picture. I remember there were sand dunes and stuff too, pretty big ones. And I think that's what he's doing, is acting like he's going to fall down a sand dune. It's really pretty. I've shown my Okinawa pictures before, but I'll go ahead and I am going to show those again sometime because they're really, really pretty. See? It's nice. But it was windy-ish that day, you know? Oh my God. Look at this. I'm 5 months pregnant with Parker in this top picture. And the koi fish and all that, or the little fish, maybe they're not koi, are in his relative's little pond thing. This is in Chehalis. See how I can remember stuff from the past? Look at that. Oh my God. I was so flippin' morning sickness. I mean, I was so sick. I couldn't even, I put all this food, or someone did it for me, put food on a plate, and I literally, so I could run to a separate bathroom because of the noise and whatnot, ate by myself in a separate room. I was so sick with morning sickness at 5 months. Oh, those days, right? Oh my gosh, this is so weird to see these. A lot of these people have passed away just a few years ago, I heard. Oh my God, this is the outside of the house in Sudden Valley. There's Joe, and there I am about, what, 6 months pregnant? See, I've got getting a belly there below my sweater. Hey, Rapper. What? I thought Tina was crying. Her head was down. I almost got all emotional talking about Parker's, you know, mental maladies or whatever you want to call it. And seeing him as a little baby like that, it's hard. Oh my gosh. There I am, pregnant. I think I'm like 7 months there. And this is all in Sudden Valley. And I had never seen anyone paint, right, a car, and I saw it. He bought one of those Wrangler Jeep things, and he did all the whatever, and that's how it ended up being at the end. This white with this dark blue. I don't know if he only had it for like a year or what, but that was really kind of neat, something to see. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'm just gonna get through some of these. Oh my gosh! My stomach is absolutely humongous right here. Okay, I must be 8 months pregnant. Look at that! Oh my god, I gotta show Parker. And there's Joe trying to be silly. I'm gonna leave this out. God, I look like I was gonna have twins. Thank God I didn't, or whatever. Oh my gosh, sakes alive. I carried lower with Shaylin. I knew I was going to have a girl. I think it's if you carry lower, they're supposed to be girls, right? I think. This is in the back of his mother's house in Sudden Valley, where the deers would just come right up. And that's Joe, would even feed them. Or that might be Vince, his brother. It's really something. Oh, good. I get to show some baby pictures. Oh my god. Now, I don't know if I gave birth or what, but there's Parker. See, he was a big baby. My babies were 21 or something inches long. You can't see my nipples, so it should be all good. They're measuring his head circumference. And there he is nursing. There's little Parker. I should leave this out and show it to him. Actually, he would. I won't. Not that one. I'll just show him my belly. Aww. He's Joe's first child. Little Parker. Oh my god. See, I took a picture with the nurses, and this is Dr. Bainig. And I saw him in Fred Meyer, the same store I shop at now. We were in checkout, and he was walking by or something. He goes, "You ready to have another baby?" And I didn't have an episiotomy, right? And so, like, when I was in line, I was like moving like this. Like that would help, right? Down there. And I said, no. And that's him. There's Dr. Bainig. And there are my nurses. I hope it's okay that I'm showing them. I get to leave the hospital. And how weird. That is St. Joe's Hospital. And to the right of that, right over here, is where I rode my bike last damn year to my rehab. This is how long I've been in this town. Like, it's insanity. I never thought I'd be here that long. This is kind of a cute one. It's fuzzy, though. It's me and Parker up in Sudden Valley with all the snow. Oh, gosh. I'm probably going to cry when I end this live. Here's little Parker. I only gained 12 pounds with my baby, and she was 6'9". No one knew I was pregnant. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I gained about 36 or something. Look at that face. It's fuzzy, but here's Parker. He's so funny. There he is. I had to have the little hat on. Isn't that funny? They're really funny. These are awfully cute. Look at his lips down there. Oh, Lord. More of the same. Aww. I don't know. Do I have to cover his Willis? I'll cover it. Oh, my God. Wait, I didn't show any nipple or anything. All right, I'm covering his Willis. That's what I called it back in the day, his Willis. He's having a bath. And there I am holding him, and he's looking up at me. Oh, my God. My babies, my first one, Parker, was 8'6". He really was. Like, you remember these things. And my daughter was 8 pounds, exactly. Yeah, look at this. Look how cute this is. And both babies were very, like, alert. Do you know what I mean? Not all babies are, like, really alert. You know, they're kind of just not as alert. Look at this one. Look at Parker's face. Look at that. I mean, it's just the cutest thing. So enjoy your kids while they're young. You know, and enjoy them. I love this one on the bottom. See, I don't cry quite as much as I used to. I would just, I think, you know what I'm realizing? I missed my mom and my family so much. Now that they're gone, passed away and not suffering, I miss them, but I don't yearn to go to the Midwest. I don't yearn to see them. I don't because you know why? I can't. They're buried somewhere, and I don't even know where. I don't know if my daughter is in an urn or what, or if she's buried. Like, I don't even know that, because the last time I talked to her husband, she was on hospice. And he knows he can call me if he needs to, but yeah, he was a little chunky thing. He was never like, you know, big legs and big arms, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's healthy, right, to have a nice chunky baby and everything. He was just right. He was just right. Look at him with his. Is this going to be considered porn? I doubt it. Is that a... Oh, okay. I thought I had a glove on. I'm like, I don't have a glove on to give my baby a bath, do I? This is awfully cute. Yeah, because shortly after he was born, we were living in Sudden Valley at his mother's until we found our own place. I didn't take all these photos. Joe was really into sort of the photography type thing. See, he would do like different lighting of him and make and do little expressions. Oh God, little smiles and stuff. So those were kind of dark. But I'm gonna end this live when I'm done with this photo album. Well, I mean, I could still go a little bit, but my girl was breech. Oh, so I had to have a C-section. Wow. Yeah, I assumed, right? I'm older, you know, with Shaylin. That was kind of like a fear of mine. I was like, I'm gonna have a C-section, right? Kept bringing it up. See, he put a little blanket and then shined the lamp on him a certain way. Look at that one. You know, I mean, I'm going to say this. We all need to remember on these YouTube streets, or as Lionel, I almost said Lionel Richie, Lionel Lord Dandy says, YouTubey streets. We need to remember that we were all a baby once, and we grew up differently, all of us, different situations and dynamics of our family. And, just give some grace to each other. Give some grace. Here's some deer in Sudden Valley laying in the snow. Oh, wow. Here we go. So these are pictures of when I saw my mom for the first time after Parker was born. And this is actually at the airport because I have some flowers to give to my mom, and she flew all the way here. She flew here when shortly after Parker was born. She flew here because she had a busy life. She was actually where you drive home care nurse, so she couldn't just leave her job, hop on a plane because I'm in labor. You know what I mean? She was married then and everything still to Steve. And then she came when he was 3. And then we flew on a plane when Parker was 3 to Iowa, saw the grandparents and that side of Iowa. Because my mom was over here, my dad was over here, so you had to do the entire state of Iowa. It takes all darn day. Iowa isn't small. Now I'm down to 5%. Okay, so let me get through these really quick. So my mom is hugging me. I'm sure I'm bawling. And she's seeing Parker for the first time. Apparently her hair is a shortish, whitish blonde. See, I really liked to wear the headbands, didn't I? Goodness gracious. And then I like that one of me and the baby and my mom. There's Joe and my mom. And we're in the car. And then my mom went up to Sudden Valley and visited, with the baby. She didn't see him again till he was about 10. And she flew here with my sister, Ashley. And then my dad and his son, who was then 11, Noah, who lives in Wisconsin somewhere, who I've only seen 3 times in my whole life. He's in his 30s. Flew here. And it was the first time Noah saw the ocean. There I am at the table. There I am with the baby. So yeah, and then I have actual VCR videos. Really like, there's the old-fashioned, right, crib type deal. There's my mom resting, waking up with Parker. Oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional. Okay. But yeah, so this only has a little bit more. I'll cover up. This is down at that park where all those ducks were, where I had the short shorts on. This is the same place. There's my mom and Joe, and his mom is right next door. or next to him, and I probably better not go ahead. And there's the lake, and there I have VCRs of this visit. Oh, I just showed her his mom. Damn it! And there's the baby. His mom was a very beautiful lady, bright blue eyes. She was a nurse. All right, I'm almost done. I have some kind of black beret hat on. I don't know. It was kind of cold down there. And this is actually, this is out near Sudden Valley. Well, since I showed that, I'll go ahead and show this. Okay. My mom, Joe's mom, and me in the middle. I mean, she didn't even have wrinkles. Like, it was amazing. And there's Joe and I with the baby. And we'll end with some deer. Okay, so this is this battery, and I have to charge it from underneath, right? So, and it's probably down to 3%. And I want to say thank you for being here and going down memory lane with me. And if you enjoyed or liked this, let me know in comments. I'd appreciate that. Because people have been following me, or whatever you want to call it, friends of mine, for it'll be 3 years at the end of August. And it's kind of neat to see, right, what people go through. And I want to show my big, beautiful flower garden. I mean, it's the type all along the fence for feet after feet after feet, and then the whole side. And Parker was able to, Joe did the mowing of the lawn, but Parker was able to ride his little whatever. Thank you. Thanks for saying that, Killing Time. Thank you to the new people that came in and everything. And it's nice. It's nice to not feel alone. You know, and I've been watching Lord Lionel lately. Please sub up to him, you guys. Mary Jane, maybe you can put his link in. You know, he's all the way in Africa. You know, he's alone. He's got his parents, but and a lot of us, we only are connected to people through YouTube. I have my daughter and my son here. My son really needs me. And my daughter got a great job, which she'll start soon. So I'm blessed. But I love you guys a lot. And hopefully I'll be here tomorrow I'm probably going to do another little live like the one yesterday, and maybe then do some pictures after, because I'm really kind of enjoying going through these, because someday I'm just not going to want to really look at them. It'll be too heartbreaking. And actually I have pictures of my daughter and all the fun things that I did with her. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. Good chance. You know, I like to get things done earlier in the day. Love you. Please hit the like. Please subscribe. If you want to become a member, that'd be super. It's only $1.99 a month. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to say it right here. I have one member. One in 4 months. I had a few. Mary Jane Doe is my only member. And it was more expensive before. Now it's $1.99. So before this thing dies, I'm going to end this. And, you know, if you want to super chat, you can, or PayPal, or Cash App me. Maybe Mary Jane Doe can put that in. I don't know. It's $ Paper Cut Tina. For the PayPal, and the Cash App is at Dakota Dame 0627. See you later. Thank you. Bye, everyone.